anywho, I'm going to ask you a few questions, of course. So today I'm going to be talking about the 2 blocks that are blocking you from achieving your health goals. So goal or goals. So make sure in the comments, whether you're watching the live or the replay, tell me, what is your health goal? What is a goal that you find yourself every, New Year resolution? Like, what is your goal? What is your health goal? What does become the healthier version of yourself mean to you? I would love to see that in the comments. So let me know in the comments, what is a health goal or health goals? Or what does it mean to become the healthier version of yourself? Put it in the comments and I will definitely hold you accountable, but I can't do that unless you put it in the comments. So make sure that you do. And so yeah. And like I said, today, after you'll comment and everything, I'm going to talk to you about the 2 blocks that are blocking you from achieving your goal or goals. And they are in your hands, of course. And sometimes we think that it is not, it is outside of us, but at the end of the day, no, it is inside of us. So the first block is comparisonitis. If you don't know what comparisonitis is, it's a real disease. And comparisonitis is the first block, and it means that when you compare yourself to others. So for example, you can be comparing yourself like to your best friend or to your neighbor. You're like, oh my gosh, she went on the keto diet and she lost, I don't know, 500 pounds or 50 pounds or 30 pounds or whatever. I'm exaggerating. Or, she's doing intermittent fasting and look at her. She feels she has so much energy or whatever. I want to be like her. So that is the first block. You're comparing yourself too much to others. It could be anybody. It could be your neighbor, your friend, your coworker, your family member, anybody. It can be comparing yourself to people on Facebook that you see, or I don't know, like you can be comparing yourself to anybody. And comparisonitis is not serving you any good. It actually is harming you. Why? Because we're all on different journeys. So someone gave me this analogy a while back regarding comparisonitis. And she said, so let's say you are going to San Francisco, right? And I'm going to San Francisco too, right? So we're both going to the same place. However, you are traveling from San Diego to San Francisco, and I'm actually going from closer, Sacramento to San Francisco, right? So I'm gonna get there faster than you, right? Or because I'm closer, right? So that is what comparisonitis does. It basically blocks you because you are comparing yourself, but you are on a different journey. You're on a different path. Your friend who, lost the weight or achieved her goal or is exercising, again, whatever the health goal is, it can be more energy, losing the weight or whatever. Your friend or your neighbor or your coworker maybe is getting there faster, maybe because you never know, she's been trying for years, or she's worked with somebody, she's been training or whatever. So maybe she's getting there faster. So that is the first block. The first block is comparisonitis. You're comparing yourself too much to others. You're scrolling too much on social media. You're seeing these, different things like, oh, why can't I get there? And the one thing that you can do for that is remind yourself, again, I told you from the beginning, this is all about inner work. It's inside you. I can't just say, hey, you're on a different journey. You got to remind yourself, I am on a different journey than so-and-so. I'm on a different path than so-and-so. I have different experiences. I have different stressors. I have different things to work on because we're all different. There is no one size fit all in health because we have unique bodies, okay? And I'm going to discuss the second block in a minute. We have different unique bodies. And so comparisonitis is not serving you any good. And when you find yourself comparing yourself, you have the ability to stop yourself and remind yourself. And again, it is going to take practice. It is going to take constant reminders until you get it. And you're like, you know what? I'm on a different journey. Again, I'm giving you examples of I'm going to give you examples of business wise too from myself. So the same thing with me. I fall into comparisonitis too. Oh my goodness, she did a better launch than me, or, she has more clients than me, or whatever. What is she doing? Blah, blah, blah. I want to do like her or like him or whatever. So I remind myself, guess what, Denise? You're on a different journey. You are a different person than this person and that person and that person. You have this and that. So again, remind when you find yourself comparing yourself to others, because that's not doing you any good. It's actually putting you down and making you block yourself from actually taking action. And you're going to give up and throw the towel, and you're going to be like, you know what, screw this. Whatever I do, I'm not going to get there. So the first block, like I said, is comparisonitis. And what you can do about it is remind yourself that you are a different person. You are on a different path. You're on a different journey. You will get there. You will get to your goal once you stop comparing, and once you just kind of like stay in your own lane, and you're like, you know what? I am me. I am doing me, and I'm going to continue doing me so I can achieve my goal whenever I can, at my right time. It is going to happen. The second block is analysis paralysis. Analysis paralysis. You're analyzing too much. You are reading too much. You have info overload. You are going from one thing to another. You keep getting on Google and Googling. And what is that doing for you? It's actually overwhelming you, and it is actually paralyzing you. That's why it's called analysis paralysis. And you're like, screw this, I'm not going to take action, whatever. So there's so much information out there, literally so much information regarding health, weight loss, this and that. Like, seriously, this week, twice, two of my friends messaged me about a certain shake. I'm not going to say the name because I don't want to bash any shakes or anything. Two of my people sent me messages. What do you think of this? And to me, I was like, I don't like those. And I'll definitely talk about it in a different live. But, I just don't like the shakes and those, because at the end of the day, they're crutches. Okay. They are going to get to the result fast, but you're not going to sustain it because let's face it, you're not going to stay on those products forever and forever. And at the end of the day, those products are processed, and they will affect your body because they are processed. They are toxins. So yeah. But anyway, and that's it, because there's so much out there. There's so many supplements out there. There's so many companies. Whatever the teas, the shakes. I think there's also coffees right now for weight loss and more energy and stuff like that. So this is where you are also falling into the analysis paralysis. There are so many dietary theories out there: intermittent fasting, paleo, keto, carnivore, whatever, Atkins. I don't know if Atkins still exists, but anyway, Weight Watchers. There's so much information, and what it's causing you to get like analysis paralysis. This is what it is. You're analyzing too much, you're researching too much, you're jumping from one thing to another, because again, we're going to go back to the first block, which is comparisonitis. Again, you got to understand your body is unique. You are a unique person, meaning keto is great, but it might not work for you. Paleo is amazing, but it might not work for you. So you got to understand that you need to apply what works for you. And how you can get over analysis paralysis is, instead of scrolling and looking and keep, reading everything and jumping from one thing to another. Oh, my friend said this works, I'm going to jump on that train. Oh, nope, I'm off that train because my coworker said that one works better, so I'm going to jump on that train. Again, oh, no, wait a minute. Those two didn't work. I'm going to go to the other train because that my sister's sister-in-law's cousin told me that that's going to work, right? So again, this is becoming analysis paralysis. And how can you stop it? Is stop listening to it. and stop feeding into it. So what you can do about the analysis paralysis is literally take action. Take action on one thing. And again, on Tuesday, I discussed a lot about you know what you need to do, you know what you need to be doing, you know what you need to not be doing, etc., but you're not doing it. So taking action is so important, and clarity, what works for you. So knowing what works for you, clarity comes from taking action. You're not going to know if whatever you're going to try to achieve your health goal or to become the healthier version of yourself is going to work unless you actually take action. You gotta take, with the analysis paralysis, and yesterday I saw a lot of comments and y'all gave me so many ideas to talk about in the future. We gotta get out of our heads. We got to get out of our heads. Seriously, sometimes we are our own enemies. We just keep going and going and going and circling around and just finding every single excuse in the book not to take action, this and that and this and that or whatever. So how can you get over analysis paralysis? You get over analysis paralysis by, one, stop overloading yourself with information. Stop overloading it. Like, you are literally doing yourself more harm than good. You got to stop. You got to just, there's no more gentle way to tell you other than stop it. You got to stop the information overload by stop looking at so much information. Stop attending these parties, the health parties, the weight loss parties, the the ones that promise that you're going to have more energy and lose weight and stuff like that, and all these things, so you don't get too overwhelmed. And like I said, this week, two people talked to me about this one company. I think they're just trying to launch or something. I don't know. But anyway, get out of your own head, get out of analysis paralysis. And how can you do that? By literally just deciding that you are gonna get out of analysis paralysis. Stop looking at information, stop overwhelming yourself, and give yourself permission to go all in. So whatever you want to decide to do to achieve that goal or to become the healthier version of yourself, you got to first write it down, of course. And I'm going to talk about goals and writing down in another topic, but give yourself permission to go all in. Okay, so get out of your head, get out of analysis paralysis, and just give yourself permission and grace to go all in. And of course, I always tell you, and I'm going to keep telling you, if you find yourself always comparing, always analyzing and paralyzing yourself and not being able to take action and all of this, it is time to hire someone. You hire a professional, hire someone who knows their stuff. Again, I want to remind you that all of these companies, and again, I don't want to name them, but whatever they are, the shakes and the teas and the coffees, they do call themselves health coaches, but they are not trained. They're only trained to provide you that supplement or that shake or the tea or the coffee, okay? And it is important to, just let me give you an example. Your car breaks, and my husband is a mechanic, okay? So I'm giving you real examples. He's got customers sometimes who come in, or they're probably first time customers. They come in, they're like, well, we tried to YouTube it, but it didn't work. And they do more harm. And then now they are paying the price. And that's real example, right? So something breaks in the car. They tried, oh, you know what? Everything's on YouTube. I want to save money. So what they do is they get on YouTube, they go buy their part or whatever. They do more harm to the car than good. And they end up going to the mechanic, which is in this case, my husband. And now they are actually paying more. Had they gone to the mechanic right away from the beginning and say, you know what? I completely trust you. I completely surrender because I know that you're going to help, because of course you gotta research the person who's going to help you. But anyway, and then thank you so much. They would have paid, let's say, $500. Whereas after they YouTubed and messed up their car even more, now they're doubling or tripling the whatever they're going to pay. These are true examples and I'm giving them to you. So if you find yourself always comparing, not being able to achieve, if you find yourself setting the same goal every New Year's Day, there's something wrong. There is something wrong. What you're comparing, or you're blocking yourself and analysis paralysis, it is time to hire someone. Again, you can definitely book a clarity conversation with me so we can get you on the right step. And again, when I talk to someone, if I am not a right fit for them, I know where to refer them. So even if you're not going to work with me, it is important to work with someone who is a professional, who's trained in coaching, who knows what they're doing, and who is going to give you the results that you want. So you stop with the comparisonitis and you stop with the analysis paralysis. So your takeaway from this live is just go back and think what are your health goals are. Have they been the same every single year over and over again? And if they have, and write them down in the comment and let me know, have they been the same? So drop emojis, raise your hand, whatever. Let me know. If you have the same goal every single time and you're not achieving it year after year, there's something wrong. You got to get out of your own blocks. So these are the takeaway. Get out of your own head. Take action. Get out of analysis paralysis. Stop overloading yourself with information and looking at others, what they're doing, and hire someone. And of course, I'm definitely, if you feel called to do so, I invite you to click on the link in the description of my video and schedule a clarity conversation with me. And just by doing that, that is your first action. And I will be able to tell you what you need to do in order to achieve those goals. Clarity conversation is more of us talking and then me listening to you, what your health goals are, what have you tried, and stuff like that. And then if we are a right fit, because we may not be, and that is completely fine. And definitely, I have a lot of friends that I can refer you to. But truly, 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 if you've had if you forget everything that I said, go back and truly be honest with yourself. If you've had the same health goal every single year for years and you haven't achieved it, think why? Why haven't I achieved it? What am I doing? What's happening? Every year I say, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do this, but it's not happening. And why? Right? And then, seriously, it is important to hire someone. Get the help. We all need it sometimes. We all need to have someone else to hold our hand, to guide us, to tell us, let's do this and let's do that. So again, if you feel called to do it, click on the description of the video, schedule a clarity convo with me, and that's about it. Thank you so much for tuning in. Let's do this. I want to, talk to you. I want to get on the phone with you. I want to help you, but I can't help you from your blocks. I can't help you unblock those blocks unless we talk and unless you book a call with me.